So now here in number system we start with the number chart. Starting 3 classes I will take basic of number system. Now we divide number in 2 parts. Real number and imaginary number. This imaginary number like under root of -1, under root of negative integer. That is not in our syllabus, even in CAT also, or in any of the aptitude, we are not bothered about imaginary number. Okay, so we will not study, we call it as iota. So that's it, not required at all, don't waste energy. Now we just study real number. So in our syllabus, we have real number. Real number we divide in 2 parts. Rational and irrational. Fine. Now here let us start with rational number. How many of you already know about rational number? नहीं पता. P by Q की फॉर्म में एक्सप्रेस हो सकता है. आगे Q is not equal to 0 and what about P and Q? P is less than, कहाँ लिखा है? वो अलग चीज होती है. P and Q has to be natural number, integer. P नेगेटिव भी हो सकता है सर. -3/2 is a rational number. 1/2 is a rational number. 3/2 is a rational number. There is no necessity that P has to be small than Q, greater than Q. So now here I tell you what is the definition of rational number. What are rational number? We can express this in the form of P by Q. We can express this in the form of P by Q, means like numerator upon denominator, numerator upon denominator, where P and Q both integer and Q is not equal to 0. Denominator cannot be 0. There is an exception that denominator cannot be 0. Numerator can be any integer value, but denominator cannot be 0. Why? Because the moment denominator is 0, it becomes infinity, which we can't define. Like here, if it is 2/0, so it is equal to infinity, which we can't define. So that's why there is a condition to have a rational number. You can express rational number in the form of P by Q, where P and Q both integer, and only condition is Q is not equal to 0. Your denominator cannot be 0. The moment your denominator is 0, that become infinity. Denominator 0 नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है? Okay, in the last I will tell you chapter from 6, 7, 8 कौन से chapter आपको cover करना है from NCERT. So I tell you in the last part of my lecture. Okay जी. So here I repeat, definition of rational number we can express in the form of P by Q, where P and Q both integer, Q is not equal to 0. Now what about irrational number? Here in book you will find definition of irrational number is given. We cannot express this in the form of P by Q, where P and Q integer and Q is not equal to 0. But let me clear about the irrational number in detail. See what are rational number. Rational number you can express as integer upon integer. Only the exception is your denominator cannot be 0. See here, in book definition is given, we cannot express this in the form of P by Q, but I tell you in detail What are irrational number? Irrational number cannot be expressed as integer upon integer. Maybe your numerator is non-integer, maybe denominator is non-integer, or maybe both are non-integer. Means what are irrational number where at least one of this numerator denominator is non-integer. I give you example like under root 2 by 1. This under root 2 is not integer, it is non-integer upon integer, that's why it become irrational number. 1 upon under root 2, it is also irrational number. Under root 3 upon under root 2, it is also irrational number. So I tell you, either your numerator is non-integer or denominator is non-integer or both are non-integer. So idea is we cannot express irrational number in the form of integer upon integer, because the moment it is integer upon integer, it become rational number. So for irrational number which are not rational, simple definition of irrational number are which are not rational, and to have a number rational it should be integer upon integer form. So here it should be other than integer upon integer form. How come it is possible? Maybe your numerator is non-integer, maybe denominator is non-integer, or both are non-integer. So at least one of numerator denominator is non-integer, that are irrational number. And here also this condition is fixed. Here also your q cannot be 0 or your denominator cannot be 0. The moment you put under root 2 by 0, it also become infinity. तो डिनोमिनेटर तो यहां भी जीरो नहीं हो सकता, डिनोमिनेटर कैन नॉट बी जीरो. सो यू राइट अबाउट इरेशनल नंबर. Irrational number cannot be expressed. Irrational number cannot be expressed in the form of integer upon integer, comma, either numerator is non-integer, or denominator is non-integer, or both numerator and denominator are non-integer. So it means at least one of numerator denominator has to be non-integer. These are irrational. The moment it is integer upon integer, it will be rational. चार ही चीजें बन सकती है ना. See here, integer upon integer हो सकता है, non-integer upon integer हो सकता है, और maybe integer upon non-integer हो सकता है, और it is non-integer upon non-integer. This is the form of rational number. And these are not rational, that's why these are irrational number. So you write example, जहां पे भी rational की definition लिखी है, you write example under root 2, 1 by under root 2, under root 3 upon under root 2. So for irrational number you have to understand 2-3 things. One is definition, that it can't be expressed in the form of integer upon integer. Why? Because either numerator is non-integer, maybe denominator is non-integer, or both are non-integer. And second thing, you remember some of the example. You add one more thing. यहाँ irrational number में एक और लिख दो. Even in irrational number, denominator can't be 0. Even in irrational number, denominator cannot be 0. तो ये तो clear है. Even in irrational number, denominator cannot be 0. Q is not equal to 0, or denominator cannot be 0. Even in irrational number, denominator cannot be 0. So now here example like under root 2, under root 3, under root 5, all these expressions are irrational numbers. ये सब irrational number है. So I give you some of the example. Under root 2, under root 3, under root 5, pi. If there will be a factual question in your exam, if they ask in statement whether pi is rational or irrational number, pi is an irrational number. But here some student they argue with me, sir, school days we have taken value of pi 22/7, which is actually integer upon integer form, so it should be rational number. Let me tell you, this 22/7 is not the exact value of pi, it is the approximate value of pi. It is not the exact value of pi. I will prove. Abhi 2 minute ke andar I will prove it. Can anyone tell me what is the exact value of pi? 3.14. That is also the approximate value of pi, 3.14. What you can do, you can just open your mobile in calculator, कर लो एक बार try, so that you will have a clear idea कि pi है क्या. In calculator put 22/7. एक बार try करें 22/7 क्या आ रहा है कैलकुलेटर में. I write here. So if you check 22/7, it is coming 3.142857142857142857 depend capacity of your mobile. If you have a smart computer तो ये 1000 डिजिट भी दिखाएगा, but you will find 142857 142857. अब गूगल पे लिखो वैल्यू ऑफ पाई, जस्ट एक गूगल पे लिखो वैल्यू ऑफ पाई. 3.145959265359, बस इतनी डिजिट बताई, आगे भी बताएगा. ठीक है, चलो मैं इतनी भी ले लेता हूं. So here what is 22/7? 3.14. School days we have taken only this value, but after 14 it is totally mismatch. So only 2-digit match after decimal, but it is the best approximate value of pi in form of integer upon integer or in a fraction form. So it is not the exact value of pi. Exact value of pi, if you check in computer, you will find 3.1459 so चलता जाएगा ये. So here we have taken 22/7 is the approximate value to solve question in geometry mensuration, and you can see in geometry mensuration most of the question radius is multiple of 7, so that we can easily solve. So here, and even for this pi is 3.14, here what you find is it after decimal, they will not terminate, it depend. आप अपने कंप्यूटर में लिखना 1000 डिजिट आफ्टर डेसिमल फॉर द वैल्यू ऑफ पाई, और उन 1000 की 1000 डिजिट को you observe, you will not find any repetition also. So the point here is pi is not 22/7. 22/7 is the best approximate value, approximate, not exact. अगर मैं बात करूं approximate and exact, it is not the exact value, it is the approximate value. Even this is not the exact value, it is we have ignored all the digit after 2 digit. हमने बाकी सब digit को हटा दिया है, so that's why we have taken a approximate value. So exact value of pi is actually 180 degree. Pi is actually not a integer representation, pi is actually angular representation. Like in our data interpretation we will study about pie chart. हम pie chart के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. Maybe your school days you studied about statistics, in statistics table pie chart. Why this representation is called pie chart? Here angular representation is pi representation. You can see this total angle here is 360 degree, so it is 2 pi angle. Like for example in our class we have these many engineers, ठीक है, not these many, nowadays we have these many actually. ठीक है, चलो यही मान लेते हैं आर्ट्स बैकग्राउंड स्टूडेंट मान लो इतने हैं, वी हैव दीज मेनी आर्ट्स बैकग्राउंड स्टूडेंट. सो हियर व्हाट इज द एंगल मेड बाय आर्ट्स स्टूडेंट इन आवर पाई चार्ट? 90 डिग्री. एंड व्हाट इज 90 डिग्री? हाफ पाई. तो ये कितना एंगल बना? 90 डिग्री का. 90 डिग्री इज हाफ पाई. ये एंगल जो है 90 डिग्री है और 90 डिग्री होता है हाफ पाई. Pi is 180 degree, so you have pi representation. Arts represent half pi. Commerce background student maybe 60 degree angle, so it is 1/3 pi. Okay. And you can check like T-shirt पे काफी interesting wording लिखी होगी. कभी चेक किया होगा किसी की T-shirt पे लिखा होगा QT pi. ठीक है. बट वो उसके लिए नहीं, देखना ध्यान से देखना QT pi, और उतना ध्यान से भी मत देखना. उसके नीचे ना ऐसा कुछ बना होगा, कुछ एंगल टाइप, QT पाई. ठीक है, पाई जैसे किसी को भी पाई बोल देते हैं, but it should be in a circle shape. Circle shape का क्या होता है ना? So here part of that is called pi. So angular representation is a pi because of this angle, that is a QT pi. Angle. Pi is angular representation, not 22/7. So 22/7 is the approximate value of pi. Exact value of pi is 180 degree. So if examiner asks whether pi is rational or irrational number, pi is an irrational number. Now come to the topic. So here rational number which are expressed in the form of integer upon integer, and irrational number are those which we can't express in the form of integer upon integer. Maybe numerator is non-integer, denominator is non-integer, both are non-integer. Pi is also an irrational number. Now next part. Further we divide rational number. Now this rational number we divide in two parts. Here we have integer and here we have fractions. Fraction. I repeat, real number we divide in two parts, rational and irrational. That I clear you. Rational number further we divide in two parts, integer and fraction. Integer, I think all of you know, 1, 2, 3, 0, -1, -2, -3. It is a set of integer where we have negative integer, positive integer, 0. So this is integer, -1, -2, -3 and so on, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. These are integer. Now here I tell you about fractions. Can we say we can express fraction in the form of P by Q, where P and Q both integer? And here also Q can't be 0, क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी अगर Q 0 होगा it become infinity. Then tell me what is the difference in fraction and rational number? ये तो rational number में भी same है. I'm asking you a conceptual question. What is the difference in fraction and rational as far as their definition is concerned, as far as their concept is concerned? हाँ जी, फ्रैक्शन को डेसिमल में भी लिखा जा सकता है, रैशनल को भी लिखा जा सकता है. 1/2 को 0.5 लिखूंगा वो भी रैशनल ही कंसीडर किया जाएगा. दिस इज नॉट द पॉइंट. P should not be the multiple of Q. Here we have two condition. Here we have two condition. But in fraction we have one extra condition. You write, लिख लो. Fraction can be expressed in the form of P by Q. Where P and Q both integer. Q is not equal to 0. There is one more condition for fractions we have. That condition you don't have in rational number is, ये लिखो, P should not be multiple of Q. I will explain. P should not be multiple of Q. P Q का multiple नहीं हो सकता. Like here, 3/4, 12/4, 5/4. It is integer upon integer. Q is not 0, so it is fraction. It is also fraction. 12/4 it seems fraction, and sometimes I also write it as a fraction. जब भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना होगा मैं बोल दूंगा वैसे ही. बट एज फार एज कंसेप्ट, एज फार एज डेफिनेशन इज कंसर्न, 12/4 इज नॉट ए फ्रैक्शन, बिकॉज व्हेन यू सिंप्लीफाई, it's our duty to simplify, then we decide whether it is fraction or integer. When you simplify it, since P is exact multiple of Q, it is 3. Now tell me what is 3, fraction or integer? Integer. When P is exact multiple of Q, then it become integer. फिर वो integer की कैटेगरी में चला जाएगा. Like 10/2, दिखने को ये fraction दिख रहा है, but actually as far as concept or definition is concerned, 10/2 we never consider fraction, because it's our duty to simplify first. When you simplify it, then you check, अब ये क्या है? Now it is integer. So here P should not be multiple of Q. Why? When P is a multiple of Q, it become integer. कोई भी नंबर चेक कर लो, when P is a multiple of Q, जैसे 16/4 है, 20/2 है, 30/3 है, 30/6 है, You check any number when your numerator is a multiple of denominator. It's your duty to simplify first, then decide. When we simplify this, it is natural or integer number. It is integer. This is integer, and it is integer. So here, so our condition for fractions are two are the same जो rational number में है, that it can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q both integer, q is not equal to 0, plus we have one extra condition that p should not be multiple of q. Why? Because when p is multiple of q and when you simplify, it is no more fraction. फिर वो fraction ही नहीं है, वो integer बन जाएगा, वो अपना घर बदल लेगा. When p is a multiple of q, tell me any number when p is a multiple of q. कोई भी नंबर आपके मन में है, p multiple of q, 6/2, कोई भी एग्जांपल ले लो. You take any example when p is a multiple of q, when you simplify it become integer. वो integer है, वो fractions नहीं है, as far as concept is concerned. But क्या होता है, like in layman language, in flow, while solving question, I take 6/2 fraction. But definition और concept wise 6/2 is not a fraction. अगर क्वेश्चन पूछ ले whether 6/2 is a fraction, अगर एग्जामिनर ऐसा क्वेश्चन, वैसे they will not ask because they are not asking this basic thing. But if in case there is a statement number 1 whether 6/2 is a fraction, no, 6/2 is not a fraction. Why? Because our duty is to simplify first, then decide. पहले आपको सिंप्लीफाई करना है, फिर डिसाइड करना है कि व्हाट इज दैट नंबर. 6/2 व्हेन यू सिंप्लीफाई यू गेट 3. व्हाट इज 3 हियर? इंटीजर. आई विल क्लियर ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, जस्ट गिव मी 5 more minutes. Now we will go reverse. To understand this number chart, we will go reverse. We start with natural number. सबसे छोटी यूनिट नेचुरल. And all of you know what is natural number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This set is called natural number set. It is a natural number set. Now tell me, in this natural number, if I add 0, what it become? Whole number. So it is a set of whole number. And this whole number, when I add negative integer, -1, -2, -3, 0, 1, 2, 3. So it is a complete set of integer. So in whole number, if you add negative integer, it become a complete set of integer. Now here in integer, if you add fraction 1/2, 2/3, 3/4, so integer plus fraction is rational number. So here this two thing together give you a rational number, or we can say integer is subset of rational number, fraction subset of rational number. integer में अगर fraction add कर देंगे, in integer if you add number like 1/2, 1/3, 2/3, all fractions, integer plus fractions are rational number. ठीक है, integer plus fraction rational number. Now rational plus irrational number real number. Rational number में if you add irrational number like √2, √3, अजीब से नंबर है, √2, √3, √5, pi. So this become a complete set of real number. Online student, fraction can be negative. Don't say fraction cannot be negative. Fraction can be negative. -1/2 is also a fraction. Fraction can be negative. Okay. I can tell you one more point about real number. I don't know at this level how many of you will able to appreciate that point, but I try my best. How many of you heard about line, number line, school days? All of you have idea about number line. So what are the real number? Real number are those which can be represented on a number line. जो कि number line पे represent किए जा सकते हैं, वो सब real number है. And what are imaginary number which you can't represent on number line? Imaginary number जो है number line पे exist ही नहीं करते. दोज आर इमेजिनरी नंबर। रियल नंबर क्यों बोलते हैं कि ये रियल है? You can check this number on number line. You can represent this on number line. This number exists on number line. Then here point come, sir, in rational number we have integer, we have fraction. Integer 1, 2, 3. Okay, agreed. We know how to represent this on number line. Fraction like 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means half. Yes, we know how to represent half on number line. This is your number line. It is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is -1, -2, -3. So you can represent integer. Fraction, what is half? Here this is 1 by 2, this is quarter 1 by 4, 3 by 4. Can we represent fraction on number line? It is very easy. कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है। फ्रैक्शन तो नंबर लाइन पे इजीली रिप्रेजेंट हो सकता है। 1 by 2, 1 by 4, हाफ है ना। 1 by 2 मीन्स हाफ। What is half? Between 0 and 1. 0 और 1 के middle value is half. So we can represent integer easily on number line, fraction on number line. Then student they ask me, sir, irrational number कैसे represent करेंगे? Under root 2, under root 3. So they have a doubt. Some student they have a doubt, sir, irrational number cannot be represented on number line. No, all the real number we can represent on number line, including irrational number. तभी तो वो real है। Real number are those which you can represent or which exist on number line, including irrational number also. I tell you how come. Here it is 0. This is 1. How to represent under root 2 on number line? It has been covered during school days. School days में था ये, अगर ध्यान से पढ़ा. So here this is 1. यहाँ से एक 1 same distance you put. Then you take a arc. अब this is perpendicular, it is base, this is hypotenuse. I will cover this later. I don't know how many of you know about Pythagoras theorem at this level, how many of you will able to appreciate this point at this level, but I will take this again when I will teach you geometry mensuration if you have missed all the geometry mensuration classes during your school days. ठीक है, अगर आपने वो सारी क्लासेस मिस की है तो आप वेट करो, जब मैं ज्योमेट्री मेंसुरेशन पढ़ाऊंगा तो ये कंसेप्ट मैं दोबारा पढ़ा दूंगा। तो दिस इज 1, दिस इज 1, सो व्हाट इज दिस? दिस विल बी अंडर रूट परपेंडिकुलर स्क्वायर प्लस बेस स्क्वायर, इट इज अंडर रूट 1 + 1, इट इज अंडर रूट 2. सो दिस लेंथ इज अंडर रूट 2. देन यू कैन टेक ए आर्क, वी विल टेक आर्क, वी टेक दिस 0 एज अ सेंटर एंड वी पुट ए आर्क लाइक दिस. So this distance is under root 2 distance. तो ये जो है ये वैल्यू आपकी under root 2 है. So my question is whether we can represent irrational number on number line. Yes, we can represent irrational number on number line. Irrational number can be real number. All the real number we can represent on number line, including irrational number. ठीक है, मैं कंफ्यूज नहीं करना चाह रहा था, बट दिस पॉइंट स्ट्राइक टू माय माइंड. सो कैटेगरी 0 स्टूडेंट एंड कैटेगरी 1 स्टूडेंट, इज दिस पॉइंट क्लियर? नेचुरल, चलो दोबारा से करते हैं. नेचुरल नंबर क्लियर, होल नंबर क्लियर, सर इंटीजर क्लियर. व्हाट इज इंटीजर प्लस फ्रैक्शंस? रैशनल नंबर, रैशनल प्लस इरेशनल, रियल नंबर. बट मैंने एक पॉइंट बीच में ऐड कर दिया, वी हैव रियल नंबर एंड वी हैव इमेजिनरी नंबर, जो हमने पहले पढ़ा था. व्हाट आर रियल नंबर विच वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट ऑन नंबर लाइन? तो हियर वी हैव रैशनल, वी हैव इरैशनल. अब पॉइंट आता है whether we can represent irrational number on number line. Yes, irrational number can also be represented on number line. I have shown you, many of you have not understood because you miss all the geometry mensuration classes during school days, so you have to hold. इसके लिए वेट करना पड़ेगा. अंडर रूट 2 को नंबर लाइन पे रिप्रेजेंट किया जा सकता है. सिमिलरली अंडर रूट 3, सिमिलरली अंडर रूट 5, वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट ऑल दिस वैल्यू ऑन नंबर लाइन. दैट्स व्हाई दीज आर रियल नंबर. काफी स्टूडेंट को डाउट आता है कि इरेशनल नंबर वी कांट रिप्रेजेंट ऑन नंबर लाइन. नो, वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट ईच एंड एवरी रियल नंबर वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट ऑन नंबर लाइन. दैट्स व्हाई दीज आर रियल नंबर. एंड व्हाट आर इमेजिनरी नंबर विच वी कांट रिप्रेजेंट बिकॉज दीज आर इमेजिनरी. वो है इमेजिनरी नंबर है विच इज नॉट इन आवर सिलेबस, वो अपने सिलेबस में भी नहीं है. सो नाउ हियर लेट अस रिवाइज. रियल नंबर we divide in two part, rational, irrational. Rational number which can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q both integer and q is not equal to 0. What about irrational number? Irrational number cannot be expressed in the form of integer upon integer, whether your numerator is non-integer, your denominator is non-integer, or both are non-integer. Because the moment it become integer upon integer, it become rational number. Example like under root 2, 1 by under root 2, under root 3 by under root 2. Can we represent this value on number line? Yes, 100% we can represent any of this value on number line because it is a part of real number. How to represent that might be difficult for some of you. मतलब आपके लिए ये डिफिकल्ट हो सकता है कि रिप्रेजेंट कैसे किया जा सकता है, बट we can represent irrational number on number line because these are part of real number. Each and every real number we can represent on number line including irrational number. Is this clear? Yes. How to represent that might not be clear, but is it clear? Can we represent this on number line? Yes or no? Yes. Now rational number we divide in two part, integer and fractions. Any doubt? हाँ, इंटीजर रैशनल के दो बेटे हैं, एक इंटीजर, दो बच्चे हैं, वाइट बेटा एक बेटा बेटी भी हो सकता है, ठीक है, वाई टू बी जेंडर वाइज. रैशनल के दो बच्चे हैं, एक इंटीजर एक फ्रैक्शन. When p is a multiple of q, what is this? Integer. So integer is already a set of rational number. All integers are rational numbers. All integers are rational number. All fractions are rational number. 0 is an integer. Why we can't write 0 by 1? किसने मना किया लिखने के लिए? बताओ, मैं केस कर दूंगा. Your denominator can't be 0, your numerator can be 0. 0 by 1 is 0 only. 2 by 1 is 2. 2 by 1 क्या होता है? 2. 0 by 1 क्या है? 0. 0 by 1 क्या है? 0 ही है. तो 0 by 1 can be written. 0 by 1 लिख सकते हैं. 0 by 1 लिखा जा सकता है. Any other doubt? How we can represent pi on number line? पाई की वैल्यू को कैसे नंबर लाइन पे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे? How many of you belong to category 1? देखो ये इंसान है, समझ में ना आए पकड़ लेना क्लास के बाद. आई विल टेल यू, आई आंसर योर क्वेश्चन, ये ना लगे कि मुझे नहीं आता इसलिए. हाँ जी, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव आइडिया अबाउट सर्कल? What is the circumference of this circle? I tell you what is actually pi. Actually pi है क्या? It is 2 pi r and here what is this? ठीक है, diameter. So here what is this? 2r. So what we can do, we can take a value of circumference and we can take this value that we can represent on a number line. Okay, so now here and even this is pi. We will discuss about pi later also when I will take geometry mensuration. But here till now I just tell you 22 by 7 is not the exact value of pi. It is the approximate value of pi. Pi is an irrational number. Now come to the topic. Now fractions we divide in two parts. मैं दोबारा से लिखता हूं. Real number we divide in two parts. Rational and irrational. Here integer fraction. Okay. Now here fractions we divide in two parts. I give you one more clarity about irrational number. 1 by 2, 1 by 3. Fractions we divide in two parts. One category of fractions are 1/2 type, one are 1/3 type. Now here some student they say, sir, it is more or less same, but you convert in decimal, you get an idea. What is 1/2? 0.5. Similarly 1/4. What is 1/4? 0.25. What about 1/5? 0.2. So when you convert this type of fraction in decimal, they terminate maybe after 1 digit, 2 digit, 5 digit. So this type of decimals are called terminating decimal. इनको हम बोलते हैं terminating decimal. They terminate maybe after 1 digit, maybe after 10 digit, maybe after 20 digit. But whereas 1/3, if you convert 1/3 in decimal, it is 0.33333333. बोर्ड खत्म, राजेंद्र नगर खत्म, दुनिया खत्म, बट ये 3 नहीं खत्म होगा. बट इट रिपीट्स. जैसे 1/6 है, 0.16666666. You can check 1/7. If you check 1/7 is 0.142857, 142857, 142857, 142857. It is not necessary only one digit repeat. Maybe there is a repetition after 6 digit. You can check 1/19 at your home. You will find repetition after 18 digit. So there can be a repetition after 20 digit, 25 digit. So what these are called? These are called non-terminating but repeating. Non-terminating but repeating. So we categorize fraction in two categories. Just to understand that, you remember only two examples, 1/2, 1/3. 1/2 are that type of fractions when we convert in decimal, they terminate. Same like 1/4, 1/5, 1/10. There are n number of examples. Whereas 1/3 are those fractions when you convert in decimal, they don't terminate but they repeat. There is a pattern. You get a repetition in the digit. Non-terminating but repeating. But actually we have 3 type of decimal. Decimal अपने पास 3 तरह के हैं. One are terminating decimal, second are non-terminating but repeating, third category of decimal are neither they terminate nor they repeat. And what are these? Irrational number. वो कुछ नहीं, वो irrational number ही है. So here point is, there is one more clarity about irrational number we have. Irrational number when we convert in decimal. Irrational number when we convert in decimal, neither they terminate nor they repeat. That's why you can check on your computer value of √2, value of √3, value of pi. You will not get any repetition also. You check 1000 digit, 10,000 repeat, ना तो वो terminate होंगे after decimal, nor there is any repetition. कोई pattern नहीं है उनका, हर बार digit बदलती दिखेगी. So here we have 3 type of decimal. One are terminating decimal like 1/2. Second are non-terminating but repeating 1/3. There is a third category of decimal are neither they terminate nor their repetition, nor they repeat. And what are these? These are irrational number. ठीक है, अब irrationally रिवाइज करते हैं क्योंकि ये ट्रबल करता है ना. Now here irrational number. One thing I told you, definition. Definition I told you other than the book definition, because book definition is not a complete part. Book में लिखा होगा we cannot express in the form of P/Q, but actually we cannot express irrational number in the form of integer upon integer, because maybe your numerator is non-integer, denominator is non-integer, or both are non-integer. The moment it become integer upon integer, it is actually rational number. And what are irrational? देखो, those who have public admission, public policy things, they know decision making. They study about decision making. और decision making में rational decision, irrational decision. What are irrational decision? Which are not rational. Same here. What are irrational number? Which are not rational number. जो rational number नहीं है वो irrational है. मतलब the number which are not in the form of integer upon integer but part of real number. रियल का एक हिस्सा जो रैशनल नहीं है उसको हमने irrational बोलना स्टार्ट कर दिया. we start calling this type of number irrational number because ये बेटा तो रियल का है बट अजीब तरीके से चलता है, इसका बिहेवियर सही नहीं है, टाइप रैशनल बिहेवियर नहीं है. तो हियर द पार्ट ऑफ रियल नंबर विच आर नॉट रैशनल आर कॉल्ड irrational. So that's why irrational number we cannot express in the form of integer upon integer. Why? Maybe your numerator is non-integer, denominator is non-integer, or both are non-integer. Second thing, remember some example so that there is no confusion about irrational number. Under root 2, under root 3, pi. Third thing you remember about irrational number is when we convert irrational number in decimal, neither they terminate nor they repeat. ना तो वो terminate होंगे ना वो repeat होंगे. Any doubt? Any doubt about rational? Any doubt about irrational number? Any doubt about integer? Any doubt about fractions? अभी fractions मैं detail में भी बताऊंगा later. But whatever I cover, is it clear? Category 1 student, are you clear about irrational number? ठीक है, irrational number where we cannot express integer upon integer. Why? Either numerator is non-integer, denominator is non-integer. कहीं ना कहीं गड़बड़ मिलेगी. गड़बड़ in the sense we are not having integer upon integer. क्योंकि अगर integer upon integer है, that is rational. वो तो फिर rational है. Now, our next topic is based on this thing. These are also called as recurring decimal. These are also known as recurring decimal. Here 3 reoccur again and again. Here 6 reoccur again and again. Here 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7 reoccur again and again. So here we have some digit reoccur again and again. And our mathematician, what they have done, because it is difficult to write a number like 0.33333, कितने 3 लिखेंगे? So we can represent it as 0.3 bar on 3. It means 3 reoccur again. Like here 0.142857, 142857. So we write it as 0.142857 bar on 142857. So if you have a bar on 142857, it means that repeat. This 6 digit repeat. जितनी digit के ऊपर बार है, those digit repeat. These are called recurring decimal. Now you put heading. Our topic is how to convert recurring decimal into fraction. Is how to convert recurring decimal into fraction. My first question 0.333333, we have to convert this in fraction. I give you two methods. Method 1 is NCERT based method. Method 2 is short trick. I just tell you NCERT based method, but I will not use. Okay, सिर्फ एक बार बताऊंगा so that you can easily understand short trick. That's why I take help of NCERT based method. Now we take this number as x and we have to represent x in fraction. Fraction means numerator upon denominator form. We have to find value of x in the form of n by d, numerator upon denominator. Now we take this as equation number 1. I tell you some things about equation topic. I will take in between हर topic में use ही होता है. This is called left hand side. This is called right hand side. Rule number 1 in equation. Here on left hand side or like in equation you can do any treatment. If you want to multiply with 2, you can do. If you want to divide with 2, you can do. If you want to add 10, you can do. If you want to subtract, you can subtract. But whatever treatment you are doing on left hand side, you have to do the same treatment on right hand side. अगर इसको गुलाब जामुन खिलाओगे, इसको भी खिलाना है, इसको थप्पड़ लगाओगे तो इसको भी लगाना. अगर यहाँ 2 से मल्टीप्लाई किया तो you have to multiply with 2 on right side. If you divide by 2 on left hand side, here also you have to divide by 2. If you add 10 on left hand side, on right hand side also you have to add 10. This is one rule. Second rule is, if you have like x plus 10 is equal to 20. If on left hand side it is plus, if you want to take on right hand side, symbol change, it become negative. So x will be 20 minus 10. If left hand side you are doing plus, तो right hand side जाके हो जाएगा minus. One more thing, like if you have 10x is equal to 30, if 10 is multiplied here on the left hand side, and if you want to take 10 on right side, it will be divided. जो multiply वो divide हो जाता है, plus minus minus plus interchange. So x is 30 by 10, x is 3. तो x हो जाएगा यहाँ पे 3. Okay, now. So now here my question is, we have to convert 0.3333 in fraction, numerator by denominator. I take it as x. This is my question number 1. Now I multiply both side by 10. I multiply left hand side by 10. I multiply right hand side by 10. That is my right. I can do. I want to multiply left hand side by 10. I can do, but I have to multiply right hand side by the same number. So tell me what is x into 10? 10x. But when you multiply a decimal value by 10, what will happen? Your decimal will shift one place on the right side. तो आपकी वैल्यू बन जाएगी 3.333333 and so on. This is equation number 2. आप कभी भी decimal को, if you multiply with 10, your decimal will shift one place on the right side. After that, my next step is, I will do equation number 2 minus equation number 1. From second equation, I subtract first equation. So my first equation is x is equal to 0.333333. So this is my first equation. So I do minus here, minus here. Left hand side we get 10x minus x, 9x. Right hand side is 3.3333 minus 0.3333. Can we say part after decimal is exactly same? Will be cancel out 3 minus 0, 3. Category 1 student, take time. Left hand side I have done 10x minus 1x. x मतलब 1x होता है. जिसका कोई नहीं होता उसके साथ 1 हो जाता है. ठीक है, x 1x. 10x minus 1x is 9x. 3 minus 0, 3. So what is x? X is 3 by 9. But I don't prefer this method. I know it is time consuming. For this simple question, it takes nearly 2 minutes. And believe me, this question we can solve in 2 seconds. But just to tell you one thing, are you getting 9 here? क्यों आया? 10x minus 1x give you 9x. Because when I teach you shortcut and directly I tell you in denominator there will be 9, 999, 999. Then student they ask, sir ये 9 आया कहाँ से? 9 आएगा long method से. But shortcut is where we don't follow the long cut, we directly write the answer. वो होता है shortcut. So here we are getting 9. Why? Because in long method we are getting 10x minus 1x, 9x. You have to take 9 other side. Your answer is 10 by 9. So it is 1 by 3. But I don't prefer, because for difficult question it will take 3 to 4 minutes. Whereas any question of this topic we can manage within 10 seconds. कोई भी question हो 10 सेकंड में हो जाता है recurring decimal का. So what I do, I categorize question in different type. Type 1, type 2, type 3. I take 3 different type of questions. For better clarity, my style is when I take topic like percentage, other topic also, I take topic type wise. So that we have a conceptual clarity. And what I will do for each and every type, I take multiple example. Like type 1, I take minimum 3 example. Because what happen when I take one example, some student they are not able to understand. They become restless. Offline also, especially online. तो वो फिर chat में लिखते हैं नहीं समझ में आया, नहीं समझ में आया, नहीं समझ में आया. Repeat, 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 repeat. Wait. ठीक है? I will take one more example. I take one example. nearly 50, 60 or 70% student will understand. Then I take example number 2, where around 95% student they are able to understand. Okay. Then I wait, like maybe some of you are busy with the chat, वहाँ मैसेज चल रहा है इट्स ओवर, तुम अच्छे इंसान नहीं हो टाइप, तो आई वेट कि चलो वापिस आओगे, तो देन आई टेक थर्ड एग्जांपल कि भाई समझ में आ जाए. फिजिकली सम स्टूडेंट दे आर इन क्लास, मेंटली समवेयर एल्स, तो इसलिए मैं तीसरा एग्जांपल भी लेता हूँ. तीसरा नहीं समझ में आता, फोर्थ एग्जांपल लेता हूँ. बट अगर ज्यादा ही रायता फैला हुआ, पहले रायता समेट के आओ, मैं 10 एग्जांपल भी ले लूंगा तो भी नहीं समझ में आएगा. फिर I will take 3-4 example for each and every type. Then if you will have again doubt, you can ask me, I can take more number of example. And with teaching experience, I come to know कि क्या चीज इजी है समझने में, क्या चीज हार्ड है. जैसे टाइप 2 है, आई नो टाइप 2 इज हार्डर देन टाइप 1, तो आई माई सेल्फ विल टेक 5 example. Don't worry about that. I will take multiple example so that all of you will be clear. So let us start with type 1. I take 3 example from my side. 0.33333333. Second example 0.13131313 and so. Third example 0.123123 and so. So we have to convert all these recurring decimal into fraction. First we write it as 0 bar on 3 because this 3 reoccur again and again. Second question is 0 bar on 1 3 because this 2 digit 1 3 reoccur again and again. Third example 0.123 bar on 1 2 3, this 1 2 3 reoccur again and again. There are 3 digit reoccur again and again. So now here numerator upon denominator, numerator upon denominator, numerator upon denominator. Now I start with denominator. Simple shortcut, simple rule. In our denominator, we have as many 9 as many digit under the bar. There is 1 digit on the bar, 1 9. I repeat, in our denominator, we have as many 9 as many digit under the bar. In first example, there is 1 digit on the bar, 1 9. In second example, there are 2 digit, we put double 9. In third example, there are 3 digit, triple 9. Simple. Simple rule, in our denominator, we have as many 9 as many digit under the bar. Since these are very easy question, type 1 is very simple. Numerator number as it is 3. So your answer is 3 by 9. Simplify 1 by 3. Second question, what is the number? 13. So your answer is 13 upon 99. No scope of simplification. इसको simplify नहीं कर पाएंगे क्योंकि 99 is not a multiple of 30 and there is no common factor. Third number here 123. So your answer is 123 upon 999. 3 से divide हो जाएगा. That we will work. Divisibility topic I will take in second or third lecture. So it is 41 upon 333. I take one more question. Question number 4. Like for example, it is at 0.55555555. So it is 0 bar on 5. As many 9 as many digit under the bar, there is 1 digit 1 9, numerator number as it is, so your answer is 5 by 9. You try 3 question. Question number 5 6 7. 0.77777, 0.232323, 0.213213213. Take your time, keep answer with yourself, convert this recurring decimal into fraction. Now first question is 0 point bar on 7. This is 0.23 bar on 23. This is 0.213 bar on 213, 213 reoccur again and again. So this is one digit in the bar, 197 by 9. Here this is 23 upon 19. There are two digits, so double 9. In this case, there are three digits in the bar, triple 9. So numerator number as it is, number as it is. You can't simplify, but here there is a scope. You can divide by 3, 71 upon 333. At this level, if you are able to simplify, good enough. But my main concern is you learn this short trick. Simplification, yes, slowly and gradually you have to be good. Type 1 clear? बड़ी सिंपल है, कुछ नहीं करना. Online student type 1 clear? Now type 2. And type 2 is important. Important doesn't important तो type 1 भी है. Type 2 is like in our UPSC we have prelims, mains, interview. Mains very important. और रात को ही रिजल्ट है ना? है कोई जिसने दिया था? ठीक है. मेंस वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि मेंस अच्छे खासे नंबर का है. इफ यू स्कोर वेरी गुड इन मेंस, इंटरव्यू में फिर क्या ही है, इंटरव्यू डिसाइड योर रैंक. ठीक है. सिमिलरली हियर टाइप 2 इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड वंस यू अंडरस्टैंड टाइप 2, टाइप 3 विल बी इजियर. एंड टाइप 2 इज डिफिकल्ट देन टाइप 1, उतना भी नहीं, you will understand easily, but I will take 5 example. I will take 3 example, you will understand. If you will not understand with 3 example, wait, I will take 2 extra examples so that all of you clear with the type 2 questions. Let me tell you what is the difference in type 1 and type 2. Type 1 questions are 0.333, immediately after decimal there is a repetition. Whereas type 2 question are 0.13333. After decimal we have some digit, then repetition. तुरंत repetition नहीं, we have some digit, then repetition. I take 3 example. पहले मैं 3 example solve करके दिखाता हूँ. 0.133333333, 0.4565656, 0.123434. Now here we express it as 0.1 bar on 3, 0.4 bar on 5, 6. This is 0.12 bar on 3. Here 3, 4 reoccur again and again. Here 5, 6 reoccur again and again. Here 3 reoccur again and again. Numerator upon denominator, numerator upon denominator, numerator upon denominator. Let me tell you about denominator first. For this denominator we have 2 rules. One you already know. Rule number 1. As many 9 as many digit under the bar. So there is 1 digit under the bar, 1 9. There are 2 digits in the bar, double 9. Same like type 1. There are 2 digits in the bar, double 9. As many 9 as many digit under the bar. So we have 1 digit 1 9, 2 digit 2 9, 2 digit 2 9. Then rule number 2. I repeat, rule number 1, as many 9 as many digit under the bar. Followed by rule number 2 is as many 0 as many digit between decimal and recurring part. मतलब जो non recurring है, between decimal and recurring part. So there is 1 digit जो decimal के बाद तो है but repeat नहीं हो रही. So here I repeat, as many 0 as many digit between decimal and recurring part. So between decimal and recurring part there is 1 digit, we have to put 1 0 and put after 9. Before 9 उसका कोई फायदा नहीं. After this 9 we will have as many 0 as many digit between decimal and recurring part. So there is 1 digit, 1 0. Here there are 2 digit, 2 0. Denominator very simple, 2 rule, 9 and 0. as many 9 as many digit under the bar followed by as many 0 as many digit between decimal and recurring part. Now numerator. For numerator also we have two things, total number minus non recurring part जो reoccur नहीं हो. Like in this question, total number is 13. What is non-recurring? 1. So it is 13 minus 1. So our answer here is 12 by 90. You can simplify. I repeat in second question, what is our total number? 456 minus 4. So it is 452 upon 990. Third question, what is total number? 1234 minus what is non-recurring? 12. So it is 4 minus 2, 2, 3 minus 1, 2, 1222 upon 9900. Simplify. I take two more example. If you are not clear, you have to take care of two things for numerator, two things for denominator. I take. लिख लो पहले एग्जाम्पल. हाँ नहीं समझ में आया, वेट जितना भी समझ में आया, एक स्टेप समझ में आया, दो 4 स्टेप है. 1.2 वो मैं बता रहा था ना 12. डेसिमल तो हटाना है, डेसिमल खत्म, डेसिमल रह गया तो फिर फायदा क्या हो. काम ही हमारा डेसिमल हटाने का ना. 12 होगा ये. Let me take two more example. 0.45555. 0.23787878. So it is 0.4 bar on 5. It is 0.23 bar on 7. I repeat denominator. Rule number 1, as many 9 as many digit under the bar. So there is one digit 1 9. Here we have two digit 2 9. Followed by as many 0 as many digit between decimal recurring part. There is one digit 1 0. Here we have two digit 2 0. Denominator done. Numerator is total number minus non-recurring part. Total number 45. What is non-recurring 4? Their answer is 41 upon 90. In the second question here, total number is 2378 minus 23. So it is 8 minus 3 5, 7 minus 2 5, 2355 upon 9900. Simplify. I think you clear. दो चीजें डिनोमिनेटर में, दो न्यूमरेटर में. डिनोमिनेटर में as many 9 as many digit under the bar followed by as many 0 as many digit between decimal recurring part. Numerator total number minus non recurring part. I ask you 3 question. Go slow. कितना भी slow चले जाना, 20 सेकंड से ज्यादा नहीं लगेंगे. Don't be in hurry. ठीक है. Let me tell you, some student their concern is, sir, we are very slow. Yes, I know you are slow right now. But here there are two approach, conceptual clarity then speed. कुछ लोग करते हैं पहले स्पीड की तरफ भागते हैं फिर कंसेप्ट की तरफ भागते हैं. ऐसा नहीं करना, क्योंकि बाबा रणछोड़ दास बोलते हैं बेटा कंसेप्ट पे ध्यान दो, स्पीड अपने आप झक मार के आएगी. टेल मी, if you have a conceptual clarity and if you practice that question around 5-6 times, if you practice 5-6 question on the type, you will automatically be fast. पहले कंसेप्ट समझना. तो अभी टाइम की पीछे मत भागो कि मैंने 5 सेकंड ली, 10 मेरे पड़ोसी ने पहले किया, मैंने पहले किया. डजंट मैटर. टेक टाइम. 30 सेकंड भी लगे पर क्वेश्चन, नो प्रॉब्लम, बट सॉल्व क्वेश्चन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, 7, 8. 0.2333333. 0.5 676767. 0.21 4343. Go slow, step by step. Don't do mistake. एक एक चीज का ध्यान रखेंगे. Convert all these recurring decimal into fraction. Done. Now first question, how many digits were 119. Second question, there are 2 digit 99. Third question, 2 digit 99. Now here after this 9 0, how many digit between decimal recurring part 1? So 1 0. Here in second question, how many 0? 1. In third question, how many 0? 2 0. In first question, what is your numerator? Total number minus non-recurring part. So it is 23 minus 2. You get 21 upon 90. So if you got this, good enough, but you can simplify, divide by 3, 7 by 30. In the second question, what is your total number? 567 minus 5. It is 562 upon 990. 2 से तो जा ही रहा है. You simplify. Third question, what is your total number? 2143 minus non-recurring part 21. 3 minus 1 2, 4 minus 2 2, 2 1 double 2 upon 9900. Simplify. One more question to check if you understood or not, then I take type 3. एक क्वेश्चन और ट्राई करेंगे. 0.15555555. Take your time, convert this recurring decimal into fraction. So it is 0.1 bar on 5. How many digits were? 119. How many digits between decimal point? 110. So it is 15 minus 1. So it is 14 upon 90. It is 7 upon 45. Is it clear type 2? If you understood type 2, type 3 is easy. Any doubt in type 2? Now what is the difference in type 1, type 2 and type 3? Type 3 में क्या होगा? Now we have done question 0 point something, 0 point something. But now in type 3 we have digit before decimal also. 1.333 ऐसा. अब decimal से पहले भी we will have some digit. I will solve 4 question for you. Then I ask you 2-3 questions. 1.333333. Second question 2.45555555. Third question 3.5676767. पहले 3 कर लेते. Now here first we write it is 1 point bar on 3 because this 3 reoccur again and again. Second question 2.4 bar on 5. 5 reoccur again and again. Next question is 3.5 bar on 6 7. This 6 7 reoccur again and again. Whatever I taught you, same. No new thing. Denominator, there are 2 rules, 9 and 0. 9 as many digit under the bar, followed by as many digit between decimal recurring part. So in first question, tell me how many digits under the bar? 1 1 9. Tell me, is there any digit between decimal recurring part? No, so no 0. कोई 0 नहीं आएगा. Second question, how many digits under the bar? 1 1 9. How many digit between decimal recurring part? 1 1 0. Next question, how many digits under the bar? 2, so double 9. How many digits between decimal recurring part? 1 1 0. Numerator is total number minus non-recurring part. Same as type 2. But we have to be careful. Here, what is total number? 13. And what is non-recurring? 1. Non-recurring decimal से पहले भी हो सकता है 1. So 13 minus 1, your answer is 12 by 9. If you simplify 4 by 3, and you can check 4 by 3 is 1.3333. I repeat second question so that we have better clarity, because I have seen students, they do mistake here. What is total number? 245 minus. Many students, they do 245 minus 4, 245 minus 5 or 245 minus 45. No, you ignore this decimal. Tell me out of 2, 4, 5 which is non-recurring? 2 and 4. So minus 24. This is non-recurring. नॉन रिकरिंग का आधा हिस्सा डेसिमल से पहले, आधा डेसिमल के बाद, बट दोनों ही नॉन रिकरिंग है. सो हियर टोटल नंबर माइनस नॉन रिकरिंग 5 minus 4 1, 24 minus 2 is 221 upon 90. I repeat, third question. What is your total number? 3567 minus 35. Because this 35 is your non-recurring. मतलब जिसके ऊपर बार ना हो. 7 minus 5 2, 6 minus 3 3, 3532 upon 990. Simplify. I take one more example. 12.3 4 5 4 5 4 5 and so. So it is 12.3 bar on 4 5. So this 4 5 reoccur again. So our rule is as many 9 as many digit under the bar. So there is 2 digit double 9. As many 0 as many digit between decimal recurring part. So there is 1 digit 1 0. What about numerator? Total number 12,345 minus 123. So it is 5 minus 3 2, 4 minus 2 2, 3 minus 1 2, 12,222 upon 990. Simplify, you get your answer. So in denominator you have to take care of two things, 9 and 0. Numerator total number minus non-recurring part. Try, I ask you 3 questions. Question number 5, 6, 7. 4.555555, 2.3666666, 13.466666. Take your time. Convert all this recurring decimal into fraction. Take time, go slow. And the online student, you can also participate. You can write answer in comment if you are there. Done all of you? So it is 4 point bar on 5. It is 2.3 bar on 6. This is 13.4 bar on 6. How many is in the bar? 1, 1, 9. Any digit between decimal? No. What is the numerator? 45 minus 4. So it is 41 upon 9. Second question, how many digits on the bar? 1. How many digits between decimal? 1, 1, 0. Numerator will be 236 minus 23. So here 6 minus 3, 3, 3 minus 2, 1, 213 upon 90. Simplify. 71 upon 30 आ जाएगा या कुछ भी छोड़. Third question, how many digits on the bar? 1, 9. How many digits between decimal? 1, 1, 0. What is numerator? 1346 minus 134. 6 minus 4, 2. 4 minus 3, 1. 13 minus 1, 12. 1212 upon 90. Simplify. हाँ जी 40. फिर एक बार 2 से क्यों नहीं डिवाइड किया? 202 अपॉन 15. काटना तो पूरा काटो, आधा क्यों काट रहा? किसी को तड़पाना नहीं है, किसी का काटो तो पूरा काटो. तो पहले ये 3 से धीरे धीरे हो जाएगा. आई विल टीच यू डिविजिबिलिटी रूल. See, slowly and gradually you will be clear with many things. Like today, if time permit, I will teach you prime number. तो जैसे प्राइम नंबर पढ़ाऊंगा तो जैसे 41/90 आएगा मान लो, एंड सम स्टूडेंट दे चेक कि 2 से डिवाइड करूं कि 3 से करूं कि 5 से करूं कि 7 से करूं, दे टेक टाइम. But once you have a list of prime number with you and you come to know 41 is prime number only, then you come to know इसको तो simplify किया ही नहीं जा सकता. So you have more conceptual clarity about simplification once you have an idea about prime number. And once I complete divisibility topic in your class कि 2 से कैसे fast divide करना है, 3 की divisibility क्या है, 4 की divisibility क्या है, तो धीरे धीरे you will be good. हाँ जी. So you write one language, any question, whether it is type 1, type 2, type 3. In our topic, what we are doing, we are converting our recurring decimal into fraction. Our numerator is total number minus non-recurring part. Denominator, there are two things. First is as many 9 as many digit under the bar. As many 9 as many digit under the bar, followed by as many 0 as many digit between decimal and recurring part, followed by as many 0 as many digit between decimal and recurring. Right? Now next you put heading prime number. अभी एक टॉपिक और कर लेते हैं, छोटा सा टॉपिक है प्राइम. हाँ जी, कैटेगरी 1 स्टूडेंट, एनी डाउट? इज इट ओके? ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ प्राइम नंबर. Now we categorize natural number in 3 categories. 1, prime number, composite number. We categorize natural number in 3 categories. 1, prime number, composite number. Can anyone tell me the reason behind this categorization? Based on factors. Anji? Factors. How come? How come? एक मिनट. अच्छा चलो. The prime number are 1 and the number. And what about composite number? No idea.
Divisibility and multiplicity do not have more than 2 factors.
For composite number, those have more than 2 factors. Now here, school days, what we have done, we have crammed the things: prime number, LCM, HCF, co-prime. Maybe you miss that concept. Many students, they miss a concept, co-prime number, which is really a wonderful concept. So that's why the problem is when you cram anything, that particular question you can solve, but you will not able to use that concept in other topic. But these are really the basic things: prime, co-prime, HCM and LCM. We have to learn the concept. Same for it. See here, reason behind this categorization is number of factors. One have only one factor, that is one only. Prime number are those natural number which have exactly two factors. Composite number are those natural number which have more than two factors. See, I have seen during school days, like here teacher told you to focus on definition. But now here I tell you, concepts are more important. What is definition? Definition is when you convert your concept in language, that is definition. तो मेरे हिसाब से definition चाहिए भी नहीं. If you are clear with the concept, you can define yourself. Maybe in Hindi, maybe in English, maybe in Punjabi, Marathi. Doesn't matter. आप उसको define कर दो तो वो definition बन जाएगा. But what is more important? We have to learn concept. सिंपल लैंग्वेज में डिफाइन कर लो, सोफिस्टिकेटेड में कर लो, दो चार हैवी वर्ड में कर लो, क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? डेफिनेशन इज व्हेन वी गिव लैंग्वेज टू ए कंसेप्ट, दैट इज अ डेफिनेशन. तो हमें डेफिनेशन पे नहीं फोकस करना, हमने कंसेप्ट पे फोकस करना है. तो व्हाट इज द कंसेप्ट अबाउट प्राइम नंबर इज, see here we categorize natural number in three category. One, prime number, composite number, whereas prime number have exactly two factor. Whoever given a concept of prime number done wonderful job. Like you study art and culture, maybe your parents, your friends, those who are not preparing for UPSC, they will not appreciate the temple architecture. But here we know it is contemporary. We think कि 11वीं century में उन्होंने बनाया. In this 21st century in AI world you can build anything. But here we appreciate art and culture because we think कि 6th century में बना है, 8th century में बना है. So if anyone has given this concept way back, what that person has done has work on natural number and identify those natural number which have exactly two factors, and we start calling this as prime number. So prime number are those natural number. उसने क्या किया, एक natural number की कैटेगरी को अलग निकाला जिसके दो factors मिले. Example like 2. What are the factor of 2? 1 and 2. 3. Factor of 3, 1 and 3. I think you are clear with factor. Factor means divisor. जैसे 6 के फैक्टर क्या है? 1 कैन डिवाइड 6, 2 कैन डिवाइड 6, 3 कैन डिवाइड 6, 6. 100 के फैक्टर्स क्या है? 1, 2, 4, 5. डिवाइजर फैक्टर्स आर सेम. Now 5. What are the factor of 5? 1 and 5. 7 के फैक्टर क्या है? 1 and 7. 11 के फैक्टर क्या है? 1 and 11. हाँ, it is the different thing when we observe this factor, we come to know this factor are nothing, this factor are 1 and the number itself. But हमने definition रट ली, prime number are those are divisible by 1 and itself only. First thing is to understand prime number, you understand one thing, we categorize natural number in three category. 1, prime number and composite number. Prime number is that category which have exactly two factors, and when we observe these two factors, we come to know these two factors are nothing, 1 and itself only. So I give you a definition. Prime number की अब definition क्या बनते हैं? Definition number 1, prime number are those natural number which have exactly two factors. यही स्टडी किया कुछ लोगों ने ये रटा कि प्राइम नंबर आर दोज आर डिविजिबल बाय 1 एंड इटसेल्फ ओनली. It means prime number are those natural number which have exactly two factor, and these two factors are nothing, 1 and itself only. So that's why that number is divisible by 1 and the number itself. So here reason behind this categorization is number of factor. 1 have exactly one factor. Prime number are those natural number which have exactly two factors, and even people, they are doing PhD on prime number, and there is a race going on to find larger prime number. किसी ने 12 डिजिट का एक प्राइम नंबर निकाल लिया, फिर उसके बाद निकालेगा कि मैं इससे बड़ा निकाल के दिखाऊंगा. बट फॉर अस दैट रेस इज नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट. बट व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट हियर, वी कैटेगराइज नेचुरल नंबर इन थ्री कैटेगरी. वन कैटेगरी इज वेयर वी गॉट सम नेचुरल नंबर which have exactly two factor, and we start calling this as prime number. And when we study these two factor, we found these are nothing, 1 and the number itself. Then we come up with two definition. प्राइम नंबर की दो डेफिनेशन आपके सामने आएंगी बार बार. प्राइम नंबर आर दोज नेचुरल नंबर which have exactly two factor. Or you come across, most of the time the definition is prime number are those are divisible by 1 and the number itself. It means prime number are those natural number which have exactly two factors, and these two factors are nothing, 1 and the number itself. That's why prime number are those are divisible by 1 and the number itself only. Example, you can see 2. 2 is divisible by 1, 2 is divisible by 2, 3 is divisible by 1, 3 is divisible by 3, 11 is divisible by 1, 11 is divisible by 11. I give a negative example 6, which is divisible by more number. 6 is divisible by 1, 6 is divisible by 2, 3, 6, and we start calling these are composite number. So natural number which have more than 2 factor, we start calling these as composite number. Like 4. What are the factor of 4? 1, 2, 4. 9 के फैक्टर क्या है? 1, 3, 9. 6 के फैक्टर है 1, 2, 3, 6. तो if any natural number have more than 2 factor, they are called composite number. So now you write some property about prime number. अभी रुको, अभी और conceptual clarity दूंगा. पहले लिखो property 1. Some student they ask me, sir, can we consider 1 is the smallest prime number? I say no. Why? लिखो 1 is neither prime nor composite. 1 is unique. So don't consider 1 as a prime number because 1 is neither prime nor composite. 1 is unique. Let me tell you why 1 is unique. See, I tell you story. See, 1 went to the leader of prime number कि काइंडली टेक मी इन द कैटेगरी ऑफ प्राइम नंबर. 1 ने रिक्वेस्ट की प्राइम नंबर के लीडर को कि मुझे अपनी कैटेगरी में ले लो. देन प्राइम नंबर लीडर आस्क वेदर यू हैव 2 फैक्टर. 1 से नो, आई डोंट हैव 2 फैक्टर. तो प्राइम नंबर के लीडर ने उसके मारी लात, चल जा, you can't be a prime number because there is a condition you should have 2 factor. Then 1 went to the leader of composite number, take me in the category of composite number. Then leader of composite number asked, do you have more than 2 factor? 1 told no, तो composite number में. फिर 1 बन गया unique. What is unique? जिस जैसा कोई ना. And why 1 is unique? Or like many people they say 1 is like our prime minister son. यूनिक, जो एक की सुने. किसकी? खुद की. कईयों को लगता है अमित सर ना, खुद की. वो है 1. व्हाट आर प्राइम नंबर? आइडियल टाइप इंसान. सम पीपल दे गिव एग्जांपल लाइक केजरीवाल, जो 2 लोगों की सुने. प्राइम नंबर और दोस्त जो 2 लोगों की सुने. किस किस की? खुद की, एक और की. केजरीवाल में खुद की और दूसरा कौन? मनीष सिसोदिया. In one of the batch, some student told कि his wife, वो अपनी वाइफ के बिना सो लेगा. बट मनीष सिसोदिया नहीं. इतना प्यार. मनीष सिसोदिया जेल गया, वो पीछे पीछे गया. ना हियर. व्हाट अबाउट कंपोजिट नंबर जो 2 से ज्यादा की सुने? राहुल गांधी, किसी की भी सुने. I tell you why 1 is unique. Can you tell me any other natural number which have exactly 1 factor? आप प्राइम नंबर के मेरे को इनफाइनाइट एग्जांपल दे दोगे. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. We have infinite prime number. We have infinite composite number. But can you tell me any other natural number which have exactly 1 factor? No. That's why 1 is unique. तो 1 को प्राइम और कंपोजिट की कैटेगरी में ले. 1 खुद का राजा बन गया. यूनिक. There is why 1 is unique because there is no other natural number exists which have exactly 1 factor because all other natural number have minimum 2 factor. 1 के अलावा कोई और natural number पैदा ही नहीं हुआ जिसका एक ही factor हो. minimum 2 factors मिलेंगे. You can check. You check any other natural number, you have minimum 2 factor. That's why 1 is unique. Unique किसको बोलते हैं? जिस जैसा कोई और ना हो. So 1 is unique. Why? Because there is no other natural number exists which have exactly 1 factor. All other natural number have minimum 2 factors. So 1 is neither prime nor composite. Second property. 2 is the smallest prime number. Two is the smallest prime number. Some student they ask, sir, whether -2 can be taken as a prime number. Check your conceptual clarity. What is the first condition? It should be natural number. Since -2 is not a natural number, there is no question of considering prime or composite. वो सवाल ही नहीं है. First condition is your number should be natural number. Then we decide whether number is prime or composite. तो 2 is the smallest prime number. Next, third property, 2 is the only even prime number. So after 2 there is no other even number which is prime number as well. And based on this multiple time they have asked question, but not ऐसा नहीं पूछेगा कि which one is the only even prime number 2 3 4 5. They use this property in difficult questions. They frame question based on this property, but you should know कि 2 is the only even prime number. So they mix concept, prime, odd, even concept. So they make some miscellaneous or difficult question. But if you know कि here we are looking for even number and we are looking for prime number, there is only one option available to you. अगर मैं बोल दूं n is a even number and n is a prime number, what is n? और कोई है ही नहीं. But if I ask you n is odd number, n is prime number, can you tell me what is n? No, because n can be 3, 5, 7, 11. There is variety of value for n you have. But if I say n is even number, n is prime number, the number strike to your mind should be 2. आपके mind में 2 आना चाहिए तुरंत. Now next, I give you one factual information. It might help. 1 to 50, we have 15 prime number. 1 to 100, we have 25 prime number. And most of the question based on this first 25 prime number. I don't ask you to remember all the prime number till 1000, 10,000, but I can ask you to remember first 25 prime number because these are very, very important. On an average, every year there is one question directly or indirectly you can handle if you have this list in your mind. I tell you how we can remember this, and you have to remember itself today itself. Remember करना ही पड़ेगा. I give you one mnemonic for this prime number. 4 4 2 3 2 2 3 2 1. It's like a 10-digit number, like mobile number. Might be your college days you remember so many. You can add one more for different purpose. It will give you marks. Okay? And I tell you one more thing, I observe one thing. See, nowadays because of computer or now AI, okay, what happened, we are too much dependent on artificial memory and our own memory getting shrinked day by day. And I'm lucky enough, like this is the only species left. UPSC aspirant, SSC aspirant, जो prepare for competitive exam, CAT people, they at least use their mind. Otherwise, the other people are totally dependent on the artificial memory. And even we are also. You can see earlier there used to be time, all of you might have remembered 10 number. अपना खुद का, father का, mother का, उसका, उसके पड़ोस का, उसके भाई का, बहन का, ठीक है. अब टाइम ऐसा आ गया, here 90% of you remember your own number. सिर्फ आपका खुद का है, और 10% ऐसे उनको खुद का भी नहीं है. You ask their number, first they check mobile, हाँ ये मेरा नंबर है. तो धीरे धीरे ऐसा टाइम आ रहा. See here, what is important here? How many of you are like fitness freak, do gym or some exercise regularly? Regularly in the sense 3-4 days a week. उसको ही मैं regular consider कर लेता हूँ. So those who are like gym people, so what they do dumbbells, फिर 2.5 लेंगे, 3, 5, 7.5, 10, because they know कि they have to put more stress on their muscle and their muscle will grow. But same you have to do for your mind. All of you have to do one exercise. You have to grow your mind or your strength of your memory, जो हम नहीं check करते, and it is not visible also. जिम में तो visible है, like how much weight you are putting on your muscle and what is strength of your muscle, and it is increasing day by day or not. You can check. But here you have to check it. How you can do? I have seen many people, what they do notes making, and what they do, they read one word, they write. ऐसा copy paste करते हैं, यहाँ से पढ़ा, यहाँ लिख रहे हैं, यहाँ लिख रहे हैं. See what you do, you read one sentence, try to hold. फिर धीरे धीरे you read one paragraph. अगर आपको अच्छे नोट्स बनने, एक पैराग्राफ पढ़ो, then you write the crux of that paragraph in your gist. फिर उसको एक वर्ड में या एक सेंटेंस में कन्वर्ट करो. Slowly and gradually what you do, you read one page and try to write a crux of that page. So what you have to do, you have to train your mind to hold more information. Since like here in gym, you train your muscle to hold more weight. What you have to do for your mind, you have to train your mind to hold more information. एक सेंटेंस से स्टार्ट करके फिर एक पैराग्राफ पे जाएंगे, फिर एक पेज पे जाएंगे, फिर एक चैप्टर पे जाएंगे. You can read one chapter, then you can summarize that chapter in your mind, or you can do notes making of that entire chapter. ऐसा मत करो कि you are doing cut and paste और copy and paste, यहाँ पढ़ा, यहाँ लिखा, यहाँ लिखा, यहाँ पढ़ा. उस notes का कोई फायदा ही नहीं है. You read a page, then you write that in your notes. उसको होल्ड करने की कोशिश करो. And that's why you will find in podcast many people are saying, like for UPSC aspirant or for those people, those who have to be dependent on their mind, those who are using their mind, बुक रीडिंग इज वन ऑफ द गुड एक्सरसाइज. क्या होता है इसमें? बुक रीडिंग में क्या है? यू होल्ड इंफॉर्मेशन इन योर माइंड. आप अपने माइंड को ग्रो करते हो. जैसे अगर किसी को मिस्टर इंडिया, मिस इंडिया बनना है, मिस इंडिया के लिए तो चलो वेट की जरूरत नहीं है, उसके लिए तो ठीक है, बॉडी सब ऐसा है. मिस्टर इंडिया आपको मसल्स ग्रो करनी पड़ेगी, बट यूपीएससी के लिए आपको माइंड ग्रो करना पड़ेगा. तो माइंड ऐसे ग्रो होगा आपका. यू होल्ड इंफॉर्मेशन ऑन योर माइंड. Come to the topic. So here, how come we can remember prime number? How it help? I tell you. ये help कैसे करेगा? It gives the range. Zero to 10, there are 4 prime number. 10 to 20, 4 prime number. 20 to 30, 2 prime number. 30 to 40, 2 prime number. 40 to 50, there are 3 prime number. 50 to 60, 2 prime number. 60 to 72, 70 to 83, 80 to 92, 90 to 101. और before I give this list, I ask you a question. मैं आपसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूं, लिख लो. लिख लो या मेरे को बता दो आंसर. Tell me 7 consecutive 2-digit number which are composite. 7 consecutive 2-digit number which are composite. It means there is no prime number in between. 90 to 96. लिख लो इसका आंसर. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. These are the 7 consecutive 2-digit number which are composite, and there is no other 7 consecutive. कोई और नहीं मिलेंगे 7 ऐसे लगातार. These are the only 7 consecutive 2-digit composite number. 7 consecutive 2-digit number which are 2-digit number which are composite number. 7 consecutive 2-digit number which are composite number. Answer is 90 to 96. 90, 90, 90, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Okay, see, I give the list. Starting prime number all of you know, but better you remember all this. 25, 2, 3, 5, 7. Then 11, 13, 17, 19. ये तो सबको याद है ना. After that you have 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89, 97. यहाँ पे कुछ लोग गलती करते हैं. 91 they consider, but 91 is not a prime number because 91 is divisible by 7 and 13. कब कुछ लोग 91 को गलती से प्राइम नंबर मान लेते हैं, बट नहीं है. 91 7 से भी डिवाइड होता है, 13 से भी होता है. और बिटवीन 90 एंड 100 देयर इज ओनली वन प्राइम नंबर, 97. I repeat, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89, 97. You have to remember this table, very important. On an average every year one question where directly or indirectly this prime number going to help you. आपको याद होंगे तो बेटर रहेगा. हाँ जी. ओके जी, एनी डाउट? Starting 2-3 classes, we will not conduct class test because this is basic class. From next week onward, what will be the idea for the class? 1 hour 45-50 minute lecture. हर क्लास में ऐसा रहेगा. Then almost 10 to 15 minutes there will be class test. What we will do? Offline student we provide you the test. Online student we will share the test on Telegram. Soft copy. ठीक है? On the topic. This is like here on Monday, for example, I teach you percentage. So that topic percentage we give a class test. On the same topic, we give you around 5, 7, 8 question which required only 10 minutes maximum. So we give you a 10-minute time to solve the test. After that, I give the answer of the test. Then we will have doubt session. So more or less every class there will be a doubt session where you can ask doubt related to the test, related to that lecture, related to previous lecture. But don't ask me to repeat the lecture. Some students what they do, they miss the lecture. In doubt session they say sir kindly take doubt of recurring decimal. ठीक है, वो मुझे पता चल जाता है आपको पूरा ही लेक्चर समझना है कि एक आधा डाउट है. मैं पूछूंगा क्या डाउट स्पेसिफिकली, फिर आप मुझसे डाउट पूछेंगे, मैं पूछूंगा विच स्टेप. अगर लेक्चर नहीं करा होगा तो पकड़े जाओगे. कुछ लोग होते हैं ना लेक्चर मिस कर देते हैं और फिर वो सोचते हैं कि डाउट सेशन में वो लेक्चर समझ लेंगे. कैसे होगा? लाइक हियर 1 hour 45 minutes, हाउ आई कैन समराइज इन 5 minutes फॉर यू? It is really difficult for me. Fine. So quickly we revise what we have done. First we start with number chart, where I told you real number, imaginary number. In real number I told you rational number, irrational number, rational number, integer, fraction. I think all of you clear with rational, irrational, each and every part. Only few student might be got confused how to represent under root 2, under root 3 on number line. अगर वो नहीं समझ में आया doesn't matter. नंबर लाइन वाला पार्ट अगर नहीं समझ में आया doesn't matter. बाकी सब समझ में आया ना? सही. फिर सेकेंड टॉपिक we have discussed how to convert recurring decimal into fraction, where I categorize question in 3 type: type 1, type 2, type 3. I have taken step by step where I have given a question. अच्छा, in your booklet there are question on recurring decimal. ठीक है, I give you your homework. Page number 3, this chart is given which we have discussed. Page number 4, starting question on board mass, which I have not covered, I will cover tomorrow, 1 to 10. You just do 11 to 15. पेज नंबर 4 में सिर्फ 5 ही क्वेश्चन आपने करने, 11 to 15. Don't try 16 to 20 if you don't know how to add fraction, subtract fraction. I will teach you. कुछ लोगों को अभी नहीं आता या स्कूल में मिस कर दिया कि फ्रैक्शन कैसे ऐड किया जाता है, जैसे 1/3 प्लस 1/4 करना है, दे फेस प्रॉब्लम. तो डोंट ट्राई क्वेश्चन नंबर 16 to 20. फिर आप 11 to 15 करेंगे. बट इफ यू नो हाउ टू ऐड फ्रैक्शन, सब्ट्रैक्ट फ्रैक्शन, हाउ टू मल्टीप्लाई, देन यू कैन प्रैक्टिस 11 to 20. अगर आपको फ्रैक्शंस हैंडल करने आते हैं, you know how to add fraction, subtract fraction, multiply, divide, then you do 11 to 20. But if you don't know how to add fraction, I will teach you in third lecture. पढ़ाऊंगा मैं, बट मुझे टाइम दो उसके लिए. Now, third topic we have covered prime number. हमने आज 3 टॉपिक पढ़े, नंबर चार्ट, हाउ टू कन्वर्ट रिकरिंग डेसिमल इनटू फ्रैक्शन, थर्ड वन इज प्राइम नंबर. प्राइम नंबर में भी आई हैव जस्ट गिवन यू सम प्रॉपर्टीज. योर होमवर्क, पेज नंबर 4, क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 to 15. इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल इन फ्रैक्शन तो 11 to 20 प्लस 6th NCERT नंबर सिस्टम रिलेटेड टॉपिक. आई थिंक मैनी ऑफ यू रेफर ICSE. ठीक है, जो ICSE रेफर कर रहा है बेटर है, अगर NCERT कर रहा है NCERT इज ऑल्सो ओके. हाउ टू आइडेंटिफाई टॉपिक रिलेटेड टू नंबर सिस्टम, नोइंग योर नंबर, प्ले विद नंबर, ये कुछ टाइटल है. होल नंबर, इंटीजर, नेचुरल नंबर, फ्रैक्शन, डेसिमल, ठीक है, रैशनल नंबर, इरेशनल नंबर. So if you find title of your chapter is like this, whole number, natural number, integer, rational number, irrational number, all these topic related to number system you cover. rational number, irrational number, कुछ भी ऐसा टाइटल मिले ना किसी भी चैप्टर का, वो नंबर सिस्टम के है, you do from 6th. आज के लिए आपका 6 का सिलेबस है. if you already done 6 then you can do 7. मतलब इस वीक के अंदर within this week we have to do number system related topic from 6th, 7th, 8th standard. मेरे हिसाब से आज 6th ले लो. if you have done 6th, हाँ करेंगे, कल कर लेंगे. any doubt? Okay, thank you very much. If you have any doubt, I'm here only for next 15-20 minutes, 10 minutes. You can ask me your doubt. Tomorrow we have class. आपको टाइम टेबल मिल ही चुका है. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday 3 दिन लगातार क्लास है, where we will cover number system basic part. Tomorrow I will teach you related to prime, जो भी prime से related concept है, plus board mass. I will cover a topic board mass as well.